then, ladies and gentlemen. Take 3. Everyone in the lobby. Everyone picking operators. Can we actually play now? Let's find out. Myth, obviously selecting their basement defense again. Same defensive operators, same attacking operators. No one scared into changing those. And everyone is back here and ready to go. So at the time it hits 0, things are locked. We are, of course, staying in the church and arsenal room. Myth, bringing everything they knew to the forefront.
The forefront. And the moment of truth.
Yeah, now it's just a wait. Bated breath. Is it gonna work? We'll find out. So as we mentioned, the newest player on eLevate is their Blackbeard player. Is he any good? A lot of people unsure about who he is. A lot of people unsure about if he's worth.
He could become the 8th world wonder at this point.
So many questions up in the air about his play.
Tell us your story, Quan. Maybe if we have to disconnect again, we could bring him in for an interview. Skype call him in or something.
If it didn't give them an excuse to be longer into the lobby, maybe.
Well, eventually they're going to have to forfeit if they can't stay connected. So.
True. But, bonus, we have everyone from Myth running around. And
they're all moving.
We've got all our little drones running about as well, so that's something. Upstairs then, Digital goes with Jay to begin the trapdoor reinforcements. Carnage setting up all the reinforcers of the church walls. They've got a double reinforce here on the church wall in towards blue and generator. See what comes from that. Then the barbed wiring the corridor itself. Beasley has done the construction tunnel and is sealing up the door. Mina's making some low-level kill holes in towards the bar dropper. Carnage sealing up the front stairs. Digital has come downstairs, finished with his cameras and is finished with his barbed wire. Beasley cracking some holes from gold towards the front stairs. Jay will finally seal up the church. One last camera comes out from Digital underneath bar dropper, and they are just about ready to go. So, the attacking team, in they come. Come on, first in with Zap close by through the strip club. Will drone a little bit more himself. They clear out the entirety of the upper floors. They will know that it's clear, they will know that it's safe.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
They will give each other this info. Now they are droning identical spots to begin with.
Well, they're making sure they all got that info.
Very all is clean and safe. Inside, Zap is now droning downstairs inside church. Sees Jaeger, but is immediately killed out. Laxing inside the bar has the diffuser.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been
See
dropped.
Great starting to make some holes inside the kitchen floor and down and through. Looking for people underneath him, but he's got to be careful. As we mentioned, there is a Bolt sitting underneath him, waiting and watching. See the man right here next to the trap door. He is very static at the moment. He needs to make that call. Are you going to go for it with your C4? Or are you waiting for the thermite? Do you know that's not him? Seems to be the case. He's holding it, waiting for the thermite. So Albeit is sitting on that marker for ages. It's a free kill right now.
Do it.
Waited so long, it's probably going to move. Here we go, decided now. Throws it up.
Nope.
Heard the strip. Heard the zip come out, thanks to the hole he'd made, and gives him a quick walk away.
I think he even heard put it away. Like put away the heartbeat sensor, because he was right under him.
Yeah. It's the benefit of being Ash, being very fast to make that move when you want it. Zap then trying to create his own holes up the other end of gold, meaning that Beastly will not be able to go up that end without danger of being shot in the head as well. Zap just holding that true and true. Cuckoo above the bar dropper has already got Quan drop down and will now drop in himself. Great's there with him. Beastly comes into that gap and Quan finishes him off nice and easy. Gives him a breach now in towards the church. Jay does take Great down and the flashbangs are going wild. And those are the attacking teams bouncing back. Digital has taken Cuckoo out thanks to that flashbang for the assist. Quan has had to go prone inside the bar dropper, sprays in towards church as the smokes are coming out to lock them away from it. Zap still upstairs in kitchen, looking down through the gap. We'll find Minod. It is a good shot and a good kill for that, as Laxing also takes down Carnage. He's in the stairs, and Quan now with 20 seconds on the clock peeks around to find Jaeger prone inside church. Digital, the last man, prone inside church himself. Right next to him, one wall is opened up. Laxing turned his back to him. He's staying very much prone and hidden. Stones up, gets Laxing by one, gets Zap for the second. The plant is going down in the corner of church. Quan's coming out. He's going to turn his back to him. Zap is giving the information over perfectly. He peeks around. The C4 is now there. Will blow it. Does finish off Zap, doesn't get the diffuser down. Super, super low health, and now he's into the deagle for Quan. He's got back out through the gap. Onto the diffuser he goes. He's going to go for it. Beaks it. Digital.
Okay. Whew.
Fakes the defuse. Quan misses the deagle shots, and Digital will not miss his shotgun blast. The round is in the bag for Myth, but it did get a bit hairy. Beautiful little prone in the corner, though.
Very nervous there for a minute. I did not understand why he was running away from the Blackbeard when he had a shotgun. Just... You knew Blackbeard was stuck in that corner. You knew he had nowhere to go.
As they load on in, we wait with bated breath. No, they are loading, not disconnected.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
So,
as many bombs
in we go then, to the basement for eLevate. Their defense Zap is beginning the reinforcements up on the church wall. Everyone is running around, and that bodes well. And they go on and up. Great, and Laxing and Cuckoo heading to the floors above. Why are we sending 3? And one thing I can think of is that Laxing, Laxing's going to go out and do his... What are you doing, Cuckoo? Laxing's going to go, like 3 armor users don't have time to spare with running around like this. Laxing going out and doing his Capcan traps are completely yellow and makes sense. Cuckoo should be doing the other reinforcement. Great has done 2. Why aren't you doing the kitchen one?
5 seconds to insertion.
Cuckoo's going for a spawn kill, alright. Laxing is close by as well. Cuckoo then, with eyes on the shipping, is looking for it. It's not uncommon to see roaming docks, so it's not completely. It's going to look for Digital, but he doesn't look quite close enough. Now sees it in the chest, will pop the shots around, but lands not enough. Digital gets himself to safety. Laxing has run away and back down to the basement himself. Cuckoo now on his way back, and they get the first kill. Digital down to one of Laxing's traps. So even after getting tacked up by Cuckoo,
that was quick.
He tries to push in towards the strip club. I like it.
Yep.
And he gets straight down by the door in to go.
That's gotta be frustrating.
That's gotta be incredibly frustrating. Never expect spots like that.
And then walked into it.
Tagged off spawn, get annoyed by, oh my god, what are you doing? No one ever does that.
Yeah.
Fine, alright,
and
you
then
run
walk
away.
into a new Capcan trap.
Go back to normal, bang, Capcan trap waiting for you. That's painful. Good play then to get us off the roll by eLevate. Minard coming in towards kitchen then. They've already blown the trapdoor in here because it wasn't reinforced. He did it from outside using his ranged breach charge. I think this may be a downside for eLevate. Giving that up for free could come back to bite them. We'll find out. Quan currently sitting inside the construction tunnel. Laxing next to the generator room. Zap inside church with Cuckoo there to help him, and Great on the stairs aggressive. Interesting they're doing this with the 416 and not with the shotgun. We've seen a few teams play aggressively from this position, but the shotgun is arguably the favoured weapon of choice for here.
Right.
We'll see whether or not he can be as effective with his 416. Carnage pushing in from pit through the blue generator corridor. Here's Blackbeard, turns around, exposes backside to Laxing, but Laxing's already turned to take Minard down. That was Ash up through the kitchen trapdoor. Quan finished off in construction by Blackbeard, but now Laxing's going to peek around while he's mid-reload. Those shots rattling off behind Laxing from Jay, actually saving Carnage's life and then getting the kill. Now that pushing out from Church will be downed as he's shot from all angles. Cuckoo's going to try and come out, and Beastly and Jay have taken him down too. Giving him up that kitchen drop down so easily has screwed them over. Great tries to come back from the front stairs, but Carnage is going to win that fight every day of the week, and Myth go 2-0 up. It looked good from eLevate to begin with.
But I'm surprised it wasn't a more aggressive push to take out Blackbeard there. Laxing had to have heard him reload. I mean, even if he didn't wait for the reload, he should have known he had to reload. It's only a 20-round magazine. And just surprising that he took that quick shot at him and then kind of gave up.
Yeah.
Ultimately letting Blackbeard just walk in and decimate his team.
And again, I mentioned it right at the start, giving up that kitchen trapdoor for free did come back to bite them.
Yeah, completely.
Yes, teams tend not to blow the trapdoor, and blowing the one in bar dropper and blowing the one above generator are the better ones to use your thermite charges on.
But when you
that's
don't
only
need
because
thermite.
it's dangerous. Yeah, only because it's dangerous to blow the one in kitchen because of the destructible floor.
Right.
When you don't need to blow a thermite charge, you don't need to take that risk. Yeah, it's an incredibly great trapdoor.
Oh yeah, especially characters like Ash can walk in there almost consequence free and take care of that no problem.
Yeah. Now though, Myth will begin their defense of the AB bar and stockroom bomb site, having successfully held the basement before. They have blown that hole between the AB site for a crawl already, setting up reinforcements in strip club and pool table. And then Carnage is here
10 seconds left before insertion.
Reinforcing the wall from garage.
5 seconds to
Reinforcing
insertion.
out Jay and Beasley from kitchen. Still got a couple of cameras coming up from digital. And now here come the attacking team. Minard is in this spot, looking outside through the doorway to construction. No one, however, from the attacking team has spawned in that location. Great, got very quickly up towards the main lobby doorway, cracking that right on open with some aggressive firing. Lucky to have not been picked off, as he's the man with the diffuser, but it does limit the movement of the defending team inside. Now, I do like getting in that quickly for the attackers. It's very often you'll see players still setting up defenses in that kind of timing. So with that kind of opening open, can hurt them. Con then pushing in from the standard B push area as Blackbeard, exactly where we all expect him to be. Laxing out by Strip Club. Zap is droning in the floor above and inside the gym area as Jay punishes Great for coming a bit too aggressive. He did drop the diffuser in a safer spot, but then peeking in without his team being able to help him from any other angle. He is punished and shut down. Beasley with a crossfire above Jay's head to look into the corridor behind him. Minard still prone down just next to the pool table. This is Smoke's favourite spot. If they do blow open from the Strip Club, he can lock them out for all day long. And C4 anyone on the plant. Carnage inside lounge is the man covering B and the push from construction. And digital on the stairwell. So, eLevate cautiously edging forward as they have blown open the wall from the pool table. And they're droning in to look what's waiting for them on the other side. Now just consciously waiting for them. See, here's the drone edging around. Laxing now, prone right now in the corner wall. Grenade right on over to the small corridor leading towards Strip Club, but there's no one in that spot. Cuckoo edging forward with the flashbang, now lobbing them straight over the pool table itself. One goes off, but one gets trophied. Second one, third one rather, trophied out as well. Maximum begin to drone on forward. Zap still on the top floor, is looking to come in right up and above, but the trap door is still closed. It was thermite, needs thermite to open it. So he's not going to have to really help from that angle much at all. Needs to come down and join the rest of his team as 50 seconds are on the clock and the smokes are starting to come out from mid. They are holding eLevate outside of this pool table and locking them inside Strip. Cuckoo has the diffuser, so he isn't coming up to help Zap. He's still just running around on the roof kind of aimlessly right now. Warner comes down to join his team in Strip as Cuckoo drones his way in. Minard on the other side then as he hears the plant start to go down, edges up, looks for Cuckoo, but the C4's there from Beasley. They do lose Smoke, but the job is done on the plant stop. Digital now peeking up from the back of the stairs, won't grab anyone as Beasley takes Laxing down after Laxing takes down a kill of his own. Quad now outside the main entrance and the pool table window is looking at Carnage pinned in the corner. Does get a good shot on him. Zap finally coming to join his team, is firing in from the back and gets Jay down, but will be down and finished off himself as they come up from the stairs. And it's now Quan with 4 seconds having to plant, but it's an easy kill for Beasley. 3 of the round for him, and Myth up 3 rounds to nothing. As they go down, sprint straight up, nice and free and easy. Blackbeard down.
And Smoke with the ability to burn the full 30 seconds with his smokes and get the C4 kill on the first bomb plant, which I thought was going to go down, honestly, and then
Well, to be fair, Smoke didn't get it, was Beasley.
Oh, it was Beasley?
Yeah,
okay.
Smoke just went straight for the peak. He didn't use his C4. Unless you know, I think Smoke's C4 was the one used to blow the hole between
That's
A and
right,
B.
that's right, that's
But
right.
then, yes, Beasley did exactly what we were expecting Smoke to do it with.
Right.
Results the same. And yeah, decimated the attack.
It's preventing that plant just... If they had got that first plant down, they would have been able to take a lot of very good positions to cover it. And instead, they were all scrambling to recover and replant.
So, back down to the basement, go eLevate, looking to try and successfully hold it this time, having not been able to do it before. Cuckoo running himself a recruit this time instead of the doc. Is doing it with the 416 and will come to kitchen now to reinforce it. Learning from their mistakes, that's something. Now, why would you switch to recruit over doc? Is it because you feel the 416 would be better at that kind of spawn peak kill? Is he going to try it again? Because it looks like he might be right now. Back up. Or is it because you would rather play this 416 back down in the basement with the path wide help your team? Is he going to get you back on the defensive? We'll find out in a moment.
5 seconds left before insertion.
As he heads straight to...
I mean, it's a lot of Big G. He can get around, he can do a lot more, he can plant 3 barbed wire now, he's got that extra C4. It's a pretty good addition of things.
Yeah.
At the cost of the potential of reviving himself.
kitchen then. It is a nice quick and easy rotate back down to the basement. If he gets caught out, but if they're not expecting him in here and they don't drone him properly, it could be very damaging to the attacking team. I do like this sort of roam play on maps like this. On maps where you rarely see roamers these days, just leave one very close to the objective like this, and if you do get lucky he doesn't get found, bang, free kill. If you don't, it's the worst, and he can just rotate back down to the bomb site quickly. But after being droned, he's not done this. Laxing's already picked up a kill on Jay, so they do get a little bit of help. Laxing, of course, roaming up inside the garage, right on the top step where they really don't expect it. It's great, will also get Digital. Cuckoo now realizing he doesn't need to stay where he is and gets down. Digital was the man on Sledge inside the bar, looking to try and flank onto Cuckoo. So great. Using them, trying to hold in on that and making advantage of it. Ash Minard gets inside kitchen, did tag Cuckoo on his way out, but it's not too serious. And now the Myth attack is just 3 players. Carnage has got to try and get this diffuser and is edging in with Blackbeard, trying to find the Capcan. Sees him in the far corner, goes for the shots, cannot land enough of them. Laxing gets that kill and barely taking any damage himself. This is the kind of Laxing we were used to seeing. This is what we asked about and what I wanted to see at the start.
Yep.
Lurking off in the off places, lurking in the weird spots that they aren't expecting him, and punishing the enemy team for trying to take him down one at a time.
And I would say at this point, Myth's attack has all but completely been shattered.
Yeah, Beastly's got to find the diffuser. He's got barbed wire waiting for him. Laxing is looking for him in it, and does drop off the ladder as he gets the kill.
And gets down on the way down.
Yeah, down on the
That's
way
a
down.
pretty solid kill cam.
This is going to be great. Nice aim, perfect shot. And Laxing with 3 kills for the round. Great picking up 2 from that stairwell location. We finally have a round on the board for eLevate. And what did they do to get there? They played that aggressive style I was talking about earlier on.
Yep.
They were outside the sites. They were looking for the players. They were forcing them to come to them and deal with them, and then using those that shooting prowess they had,
right,
rather than letting Myth get set up and attacking on their terms when they knew where they were going and what they were ready for.
Right, they have the aggressive individual players who are, as we've seen, I mean, many would argue that Laxing is one of the better players in the entire league, obviously. And
Duh.
yeah, and they know that also, or it seems they're realizing their weakness is that once they let Myth close in on them, Myth is a lot stronger with the organized team push than they are. And that's been killing them on this map so far. So they got that aggression out, like you said, and totally different gameplay that round. Dropping no deaths.
So, upstairs go Myth to begin their reinforcements of these trapdoors. Jay will come up through garage and reinforce the stockroom. Digital doing cameras and getting the kitchen and the bar one as he goes.
10 seconds remaining.
Myth will then Jay will then come back down and barbed wire and close off the generator
5
hallway on his
seconds
way. They've once again gone, or will go for a full reinforce on church one side, double reinforce here towards generator. Mina making himself some kill holes in towards the bar dropper at the same time. Jay giving him a couple of trophies for safety. Beastly reinforcing up the construction tunnel, and then making himself some kill holes in towards the front stairs again. And it is the same Myth defense we saw from here before. Does that mean elevator ready for it? You'll have seen it before as well. Inside the bar, Cuckoo gets very quickly and then begins to drone while in here. Quite possibly the most useless drone in the world, but oh well. Immediately starts to blow open trapdoor from bar. And eLevate really being confident that there is not a roamer in sight here. Not actually droning much at all and just going straight for the objectives, which I do like. Showing some confidence, and it is paying off for them to begin with. If they can make it work though, we'll see. They've got 2 minutes now to pressure the objectives completely. Great starts to go inside the kitchen and open up the floor. A little bit downstairs. Strafes across these back stairs and sprays towards the 2 doorways. There could be players. Neither of them actually are occupied, but he gets out alive himself, so it's not the end of the world. Laxing doing the same thing, and then just going prone in the corner and waiting.
Reloading. Cover me.
Drone up.
Seeing if you're not locked in. They're not looking to do it yet. Digital is on his cameras, and I'm pretty sure there's one watching the stairs. No, it's watching the bar dropper, okay. There is one watching the stairs, though, and they can see Laxing right down in that corner. So they know exactly where he is. All prone back and forth. He's also opened up the barbed wire right in front of him.
Here we go. Stay back.
Ash has sprinted in now and will be heading towards the bar dropper. Sees that camera and takes it out. Shots coming off from behind her are Pulse. They will not land, but Minard is taken low in the blue generator corridor. Digital strafing across, will chase Great out without landing any shots. Comes around the corner, has nothing left, goes for the knife, and then Cuckoo drops down behind him, gets a knife of his own. That was sloppy from Digital play, but now Jay's in here. Jay does get the down onto Ash and then gets shoot from all angles now. Cuckoo will finish Jay off, but they've finished off Laxing now in the stairs. Cuckoo stuck inside Church trying to reload, and they're back to a 2v2 now. Zap and Quan both coming in from generator. Carnage is looking at them from one angle. Pulse is stuck inside gold at the moment. Zap is right underneath that kill hole. Quan's going to come around the corner right at that point. It's going to be Blackbeard, so he's rattling most of the shots off the shield, but Carnage stays alive. They've got 15 seconds. Quan's got to get in and plant. He's tagging Carnage on the left.
10 seconds left.
Pulse is looking for another angle. Carnage perfectly stands up and hits Zap.
5 seconds.
Ruined your words.
Quan is now the last man standing. He's inside B and he is planting. Beastly is miles away and is having to sprint all the way across to try and find him. Sees him behind the back edge. He tries to sprint away, misses an opportunity. Now Quan's going to have his shield up. Sees him behind the B bomb, but he flanks around to the edge. Quan didn't know where he was going to come from. It's now going to be a free defuse, and Beastly takes Myth back on up to 4 rounds to 1 and map point.
While Rook bleeds out sadly and embarrassingly on the ground. Although granted, he played very smart.
Getting that Zap
he
kill,
played very smart.
very nice.
He didn't peek them at all. He tried to run the timer. When they finally pushed in, he iced.
Yeah, when they sprinted in, he
Iced him
knew
in
it's
the
alright.
face.
Blackbeard's going to be the guy on my left because he's slow. He's not going to have to sprint to my right. He's going to be the one coming that direction.
So get rid of
he's
the
hard
other
to kill. Yeah, the guy I can now hear sprinting to my right hand side. That's going to be the squishy guy. Stand up, pop him in the face, perfect. And then didn't die for it. Just downed. Nothing to be ashamed of.
And even if he had died, it like
Yeah, it wouldn't have
the
mattered.
chances of getting rid of Blackbeard first in that situation not very high.
No.
So getting rid of the squishy one and leaving it 1 versus 1, still not ideal to 1v1 Blackbeard, but
But I mean, the Blackbeard you also know is all on low health already because you did tag him
he
beforehand.
did light him up a little
and that
bit.
helps Beastly out a little bit.
Yeah.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Smart play,
Used
and
by
it gets the
attackers.
job done. And it now puts eLevate onto defense of the bar and the stockroom location.
And Myth up by 2.
And yeah, Myth up by 3 because of our remakes.
Oh, that's
This is map
right.
point.
We are on match point. Map point.
Before we head to our second map of the day, Border. Yeah.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Setting C4.
Disconnects. Over under 3.
I don't want to touch it. Border is
So you're going with over.
awful map for performance already, as well as just, yeah.
5 seconds left
Yeah, I'm
before
going with over
insertion.
3. We'll get to that in a moment though, as Cuckoo is once again in that strip club doorway, looking for the people to come around
Razor wire is deployed.
from the shipping docks. Beastly is out there, as is one other player. Beastly goes onto drone straight away though. Carnage is being tagged by Laxing straight out of spawn here in the warehouse though, and that's nice for them. Cuckoo positions away from that same spot. Great firing off towards the strip club entrance out the main lobby, and eLevate playing their aggressive style again. Laxing back up in top of the garage, looking through the tiny edge towards the spawn and garage entrance again, and Quan just sitting comfortably inside the lounge. So, Digital has got inside strip and is now backing away again. Beastly heading towards the spot where there was a Cuckoo that he left a long time ago, as Minard has droned it out and kept it safe. But Great will pick up the first kill of the round, and it is on to Digital. So, after rotating away, he comes on in. Carnage, though, is waiting for him to re-peek the same angle and does secure the trade. Carnage taking no damage at all in that situation, and he couldn't afford to anyway. Close to his left-hand side is Cuckoo. It's the shield, but the shield's not in the right angle, and Cuckoo will down him. Then climb on outside to finish him off and get punished hard by Beastly.
Ultimately, though, I'd say worth.
Yeah, Blackbeard for that.
Put him down. Bury him.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not down a player anyway.
Sensor
It's going to put you back to the 3v3 and no Blackbeard.
Blackbeard finished. Laxing down and out of the garage now will begin to try and pulse into the car park as Quan is now repositioning within lounge. Up and above Zap's head, that trapdoor has been opened. He has to reposition now to be cautious about it. Up and above, Jay is still on the stairwell. Minard is still coming in here from Strip Club. No idea how close he is to Zap. Literally on the other side of this door. He sees him now. He sees him in that camera. You have to. What are you doing? You know exactly where he is. You must have seen him in that drone.
Why though?
What are you doing?
Why though?
Minard, why? Okay. They've downed Quan now as well. Zap. Jay getting that kill. Blast coming onto the stop. There we go. Now Zap come out. And he's given a kill that he should have really had. He was down for it. Laxing is reviving the Rook. And the Twitch drone one tags Rook while he's down. He's got 20 health. It takes 2. So he survives and gets back up. They both now head into the far side of the room. The diffuser is down on Ash's body. Jay's trying to come in from the backside. Taking the punishment from both of these players now as Beastly's not coming in to back him up. They're going for the kills instead of the plant. Jay missing a lot of shots, but Laxing missing just as many. Quan will go down. Now Laxing's got to deal with 2. Can't get either of them. Will finally get 1, but he hasn't got any bullets left to deal with Beastly. Myth seal the first map. 5 rounds to 1. Scrappy fight with a lot of missed bullets from both teams there in that last little engagement. Quick update to our second off-stream game that was taking place during this. Rewritten won 2-0, winning both maps 5 rounds to 3 and 5 rounds to 3. So congratulations to them, another 3 points on the board. But we do now have everyone in. We are here on to border, and we have selected our operators. eLevate going into the armory lockers and the archives will be their selection as they head into defense. Cuckoo running that recruit again, probably with the same 416 as before. And the rest of them running similar setups to what they ran Clubhouse. Myth on attack also running the same operators as they attack Clubhouse because they're kind of universal. So how can they use them? Using of course a lot of destruction in here. Sledge in through. Actually in fact it's Jay running the Twitch here instead of the Buck. The Buck was actually being run by eLevate last map, and the Twitch was being run by...
to locate and defuse bomb.
Sorry, Twitch was being run by eLevate, and the Buck was being run by Myth. Myth now running Twitch instead. So, we'll see. Now then, we head to go in towards defense of the top floor. So... eLevate begin their reinforcements and their setups, and right now it's not a lot. They've reinforced the wall from CCTV as expected. They've done nothing here around Goat. They've done nothing here in offices. They've done nothing here in archives. They are running Laxing inside CCTV. He is trying to peek out through the desk in towards the spawn. Beginning their setups, setting his armor. Great's now hiding in CCTV. Cuckoo is downstairs by customs, heading in towards the construction. Quan, Laxing and Zap now back inside the AV bomb sites as Cuckoo heads downstairs looking for a man to come on through.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Minad will drone in and immediately spot Cuckoo. Takes out that drone with ease and then just sits in the spot. As they start to crack open the wall, he heads on upstairs. And upstairs he goes directly into the clutches of Sledge if he's not careful. He's around the corner and waiting. But he's just waiting at the top of the stairs now. Digital looking at that Jaeger sprinting across from CCTV as they're trying to close in on all angles. Carnage is at one window. Sledge is at the other door.
Drone is ready to go.
And Jay is trying to push in close to his right. Beastly's going to drone around the corner and spot him. You know exactly which corner he's in. He tries to sprint on out, and it does expose his backside to little Twitch for a free kill to Jay. Great getting taken down then. Nice and easy. In the corridor, Cuckoo is still here though. Can he come down and backstab them? He's just waiting patiently as they continue to drone that far side. Now they are putting thermite on that wall. Well, actually to his left-hand side. Jay is watching the doorway that he will inevitably come through if he does. Or when he does, rather. He's going to come through there, and there's no doubt about that. Just watching for it. They do begin to thermite open the wall, and they have done so. They're now going to flashbang into where Zap is sitting. He's going to C4 up straight now. It does tag them, but doesn't finish them off.
That was a good one.
He's then taken out as they rush in straight behind those flashbangs. Nicely played. Jay still watching behind. Quan will pick up 1 kill though for the defending side. Laxing is taken down as he tries to rotate across though. Carnage is going to get the 2nd kill with ease, and Cuckoo's the last man standing. He does come out, but he's going to get shot down by Jay and Ash as they pincer him from either side. Jay coming out from CCTV, Ash coming up the stairs. And they lock him here at the metal detector for a successful Myth attack.
Pretty convincing one at that. I mean, that C4 looked golden. I'd love to know where exactly it landed.
Yeah, I think it must have landed just a little bit too close to being inside. If it had gone through the hole that was blown, yeah, that would have slaughtered 3 people.
Yeah.
But not quite there. Perfectly timed with the flashbangs too, and as I mentioned, that Myth did follow those flashbangs in perfectly. They landed right on Zap, they blinded him completely, they followed it up, and it was a free kill, but he doesn't need to see to blow his C4, so it seemed like it could have been perfect. Just didn't quite land in the right place.
Gotta work on that arm. Hit the gym.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Time to arm smoke grenade.
So, Myth's defense, the first one is going to be down here in the toilets and the office.
Bomb located by attackers.
Considered that it's, well, considered by a lot of teams as the hardest bomb site to hold. But they're giving it a good shot. Menard and Carnage are off in the distance. Digital is close, Beastly is close. It is very hard for very easy for Beastly to hold this little alleyway as Smoke, prone in that corner and just Smoke charging in C4. When he's solo, it's not the easiest in the world. Upstairs, Jay is still running around, looking to be outside here, and look at the man coming across from the valley spawn. It's Laxing. He's currently hidden comfortably behind the generators out on the roof. As he peeks out around, Great has picked up a kill onto Carnage, who was lurking inside. Jay is still not ready to peek. Digital will return with a kill onto Zap. Out he comes, gets detected and goes back in without seeing a thing. Digital has C4'd Great downstairs all the while. Menard now with a sightline through and out towards the toilet window. Digital checking the cameras for where it may be coming, and Beastly hiding in that corner still. C4 down, but Smoke's still in hand. Maxine just watching the CCTV doorway, ready for someone to come his way. Cuckoo now at this window, right where Menard was looking earlier on, but Menard decided to hide a little bit more now. Quan is journeying, trying to find the rest of these players and find out where they are. Menard's drone does see exactly where he is. Laxing's now off his and inside CCTV. Cuckoo's repositioned away from the window. Into the corridor, pre-fires it. He knows Jaeger's close, having droned in, but not that close. Digital tags Cuckoo from a long range, but takes more damage than he deals because a shotgun at that range is very tough to deal critical damage. Cuckoo gets his breach charge close to the wall behind Smoke, but he then turns around to find Menard flanking him. Neither of them land any damage. Menard now cautious, and actually he's going to run into Quan if he's not careful. Cuckoo's still thinking about planting breach charge. In fact, he's going to breach straight in and jump onto Beastly's face, and does get away with it. Digital's in there though, so he will shut him down, but does get down thanks to being low already. Laxing has killed off the Jaeger as he tries to flank around from behind. And now it's 2 attackers against just the one Menard. Menard with his C4 in hand picks it straight out and does down Quan. Will finish him off, and now it's just him versus Laxing. Laxing is right out in the waiting room. Both of them using a full mag with no damage. Grenades towards where he knows know Mina used to be, but he's repositioned now to the back of the stairs. The diffuser was down on the body of Blackbeard, and with 20 seconds, Laxing's got to get across, pick it up, and get to a site. Jumps across the gap, actually pausing and waiting inside Minard's crosshairs. Doesn't know where the shots are coming from, and walks straight back into an open area to give Minard the free headshot, and Myth grab himself the second round. All he had to do was continue going forward, but as he comes back, he's finished off.
Yeah, I think he tried to stop shooting at that point, but ended up walking right back into it.
On to defense again, go eLevate. They're looking to select the same point. Can they hold it better this time around?
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
They didn't
bombs
do a
as
great
they
job
can.
last time around. They tried to go for some early aggressive kills. They tried to peek on outside, and they tried to do a lot of early damage. Laxing currently just AFK in the corner,
Going up.
doing his own thing. Asset to team.
Razor wire is up.
Isn't that one of the strategies? You AFK recruit, wait for the drones to see you, they think they can run in, and
Yeah, just catch them by surprise. They think you're
Right.
not paying attention.
10
And you
seconds remaining.
swivel around on them at the last second, get a free kill.
5 seconds left. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb. and defuse
Here
it.
they come again. No spawn peaks from him this time around, but the downstairs Cuckoo is roaming again. He's been droned out and will run on out.
ATS deployed and ready to go. Deploying drone.
Once again, the drone's just hunting him around. He does kill it on off. And then look to continue his lurk, but they're closing in on him again, and he's actually closed off a few walls himself to put him in a bad spot. Digital is right at the end of this corridor now, and he doesn't know. He's now going back onto a drone. Actually spots him in the last second. Digital, though, as he gets around the corner, Cuckoo had barbed wire in the hand, and that gives Digital a chance to get out to safety. Cuckoo now goes up the stairs, and wow, he gets a beating in the feet. He's on the one single hit point of health now. Jay is underneath him. He tries to see for it. Well, we nowhere close to Jay. Jaeger's up there now to try and help him out, but he's very, very low health. Looking for the revive
Attackers dropped the
from
diffuser.
Quan. Quan does not seem to realize what he means, just answers him. Gives him a demonstration. Neither of them can stand still as they run away from the fuse charge. Down goes Cuckoo. Dear Lord. If you ever wanted a demonstration of awful communication, that's it. But Laxi gets a good shot onto Digital and then nearly takes down the Blackbeard as well. But hey, it's Blackbeard, so none of those shots actually did damage.
But are they cavemen, or do they use some type of voice comm? Like, oh, down. Down, pick up.
Down. Look at me shoot, me shoot. Do this, do this.
Yikes.
Not good. Laxi with quick reactions on one kill. Maybe he trades it for a second, but Blackbeard just says, lol, don't care. Minard now up on the window that he did fuse on earlier on is now just firing through and trying to find an opening. It was Zap, but Zap peeks at the wrong time, so neither of them see each other. Inside CCTV, Great is pushing forward aggressively. He's going to see Beastly, but Beastly flicks across the top of Great's head with a little bit more luck than judgment, to be fair. It's Carnage now, thanks to that wall being blown open, gets a free shot onto Cuckoo as he tries to fire on out. As Zap tries to cut across the gap, he's shot down by Ash from the far sides, and Quan is collapsed in on from Beastly to his right for another good kill. And another round to Myth. 3 rounds to 1, or none, sorry, 3 rounds to none. And Myth definitely have this map with a little bit more knowledge than the defending team, if nothing else. They're not being super coordinated, but they're just always in the right place looking at where they're going to come from and where they're going to be, and as a result they are getting the kills because they can shoot first because they know where to expect people, whereas eLevate just seem to be a little bit lost in all angles of, oh god, where are they coming from? Oh, quick react, try and shoot in time, and sure enough, you're not fast enough.
Clearly a map they haven't practiced. They're kind of just hoping to get the drop on some players, not, and getting wiped around pretty neatly for it.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
So,
bombs.
on to Defense Go Myth, and this is their first time on this bomb site, having held the bottom floor first, the more unconventional, surprising one. They're now coming up to the more standardized, supposedly easier option. Can they hold it? They are reinforcing one of the walls by Goat. I suspect the second one will be done in a moment. Beastly? No, okay. Just doing the opposite side, alright. Keeping the altar itself completely safe. Carnage doing the walls behind B. The thermite walls Jay has already done. Digital putting a camera up there in case it gets opened as well.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Minard will set up a couple of reinforcements on the far side of the office. We've seen this a few times and it is give him a good spot to hold and provide a crossfire. If someone tries to come into office, someone can be inside B and he can be there, and it helps them punish anyone coming through that doorway. Definitely got this plan in place, and something we are used to seeing from the European team playing this morning. So similar thought processes coming out for both teams, or both regions rather. They've actually done some practice on this map. eLevate droning around the top floor and checking it's open as Laxing does begin to make his way in with the shield, but Great has already been shut down by that roaming Valkyrie. She's in the end of the corridor. She was there looking for people to come across the bridge. Laxing gets to pop a flashbang. The C4 is going to come his way. Doesn't throw it up. Chases him away, and he does turn his back to her. Somehow survives it. She now picks up her C4 and now has to deal with Zap, but the shots go right over Zap's head and he doesn't take much damage at all. Does get the kill onto Valkyrie. Cuckoo now coming in to join him from underneath. Laxing back to being that point man. Looking to head towards the metal detectors, but on its right hand side, Capcan is waiting right there with a kill hole perfectly angled. Zap looking to try and come inside to the office. Cuckoo going to blow the wall open, and that's going to mean Capcan has to move. Laxing going to push on in. The flashbang going to bounce off the back of Ash's head and get them inside. They can push in towards the office. The flashbang's going off next to Laxing. Couple more going in there in a moment. On top of Goat is where Minard is sitting right now. He's also got Jaeger in the room with him. On Jaeger's left, Cuckoo's prone right behind the wall. He's also got Ash there with him. He's going to edge on around. Ash is going to be the first man he sees, but he cannot land the headshot. A little bit overly aggressive. Quan with the kill. Laxing cracking the wall open a bit further, and now Minard is very much in trouble. They know he's here. The drone's being killed off beforehand. Quan now seeing a beautiful reaction from Minard getting that.
Wow.
Cuckoo now going to try and breach the wall. Nope. Going to reveal himself and get easily shot down. Minard does take a bit of damage there from that, but now he's got to deal with Laxing the shield. Sees him, hides. Laxing going to dodge away from the C4, having blown a flash of his own. Gets inside B. Now Minard's safe for the remainder. As Zap is here on 3 HP of his own. Laxing was on about 5, and they're being flanked by Beastly.
He's safe, but kind of gave up the split on the shield there by rotating.
Yeah, but Beastly going around from CCTV is going to allow him to get that back, I think. He's just a bit slow on it. Lucky that eLevate are also being slow, though. And Carnage has gone off to the other side, and yeah, Laxing they're firing back at him through the hole. So they do still have the split on the shield, yeah. But you're right, there was a moment they didn't.
Right.
Beastly coming around now
Overall,
to the left.
I think it's working out in their favor.
Tip of Laxing's head. Laxing can see him, but he grabs his feet because he's already low. Doesn't know where Zap is. Throws the C4 randomly. It's not the right spot. Zap actually
Almost
walking towards it, though.
Almost was the right spot. Almost
him
became the right spot.
Pushing towards Beastly, he exposed himself to Minard, and that's the final round. And yeah, through the C4, and hey, walk into it, buddy. Nearly worked out. Another round on the board for Myth. 4-0 now. All they got to do is successfully attack once more, and we will be done here. eLevate, if you want anything, now's the chance for you to get on board. And put an end to it all. Spin it back around. Cuckoo, once again, on the recruit. They are switching up their bomb sites. They're going for the customs inspection and the stock.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Completely
defused by
new one
attackers.
again from people.
Bomb located by attackers.
Start picking up their armor. Carnage comes in and finds both bombs with his drone.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
And they do start to begin the setups. Digital and Jay both in this little side room, which is not reinforced at all at the moment.
10
Could
seconds
prove
remaining.
to be punishing if eLevate don't realise it. It's going to get cracked straight open. It's in a clean
5
way in
seconds
towards
left
B.
before insertion.
Zap just using barbed wire there instead.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers
Does kill off the
objective
drone.
is
Great's now heading into that spot.
Attackers bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Cuckoo is
Attackers
already
have
firing at
recovered their
people.
diffuser.
But I think in doing so he might have actually tagged Great. Great's taken damage already and it's not from a spawn peak outside. He's now reinforcing that wall in towards B to give himself a bit of cover, but Digital now realising this room right next to him is still clear. And he's going to sledge the wall straight on open. It's going to be a nice sideline in. Sprays on through. Great actually peeks straight into the spray and takes a lot of punishment for it. Digital shrugs it off, taking nothing of his own. Quan also took some damage as he was on the other side of the wall from that Digital spray. Flashbangs go in. That allows the grenade to go in afterwards. Going to cook it just long enough, but it won't be long enough. It goes over Great, skips straight past him. Next one will go off and actually gets the down on both.
Wow, Quan and Great. That's a solid nade.
Actually, I think the Quan got down to Carnage, but either way, he's dead. Twitch drone will finish Great off. Laxing does peek on outside aggressively and does trade out the Blackbeard. But Zap has been downed inside. Cuckoo trades out and keeps him alive for a little bit longer, but now the 3 other players are pushing into this wall that wasn't done. C4 is going to go through the gap, does go off, but not fast enough to do any real damage. Jay's prone and we get Cuckoo. Laxing going to try and revive the pulse and will succeed in it, but they've lost Cuckoo while that happened. Backs out towards where he killed Blackbeard. Now looks to kill outside, but there's no one out there. We'll get back on in. Zap heading around towards Customs again. He's going to get back towards covering this doorway. Beastly sprints across the gap. Dodges past the bullets just close enough. Now the spray's going to come through and miss him again, but this lines up and actually cook off both if he was a bit luckier.
If he just kept shooting, he would have just diced them both.
Does make the move around to give Laxing the shot, but as he runs out of ammo, they can just rush him down. Digital credited with the kill, and that is the map. 5 rounds to nothing.
That's all she wrote.
All she wrote for eLevate. Myth, 5 rounds to nothing. Full 3 points on the board. Took us a while to get there, but 5-1, 5-0. 3 points all the way over to Myth. They are edging themselves up closer to that top 2 position. As I mentioned, these guys were 4th and 5th beforehand. They were on the same points. They were looking to finally make their way up. And Myth have the team that have successfully done it and very well deserved it with a score like that.